Hey everybody, and welcome to the second news video that we have for you this week.
But first, a word from our sponsors.
So what are we doing here again?
I gotta get some for my brother-in-law.
Oh yeah.
Not too bad.
It's crazy how accurate they are with these scents.
Right? It smells good.
Celebrity scents.
This one. Oh!
Is that the crusty underside of a milk cap?
This is goop. This is what my never mind.
Oh, gross.
Never mind. Oh.
Sweaty gamer BO. Sweaty gamer balls?
What? Oh my god! Who the hell wants to smell sweaty gamer balls?
Nobody wants to smell your sweaty gamer balls. That's why you need to get Manscaped. Keep it smelling fresh and clean with the ball deodorant and toner, and keep it trimmed and nice with the Lawnmower 3.0. Use our promo code down below, Angry Joe Show.
You know what? I think I know what he needs. Manscaped Shears 2.0.
Yeah, that sounds great. All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll catch up to you in a minute.
Alright, hurry up.
Jeez, and whoa, that smell. You know
We
what?
got the funk.
If Gwyneth
got the
Paltrow,
funk.
No, you don't want the funk.
Oh, no.
yeah, no.
we don't got the funk.
Oh, see, that's
Not
We
better.
don't got the funk. See, I saved it. But no, with Manscaped, I'm wondering if Gwyneth Paltrow has a candle that smells like her fly shoe lady.
You want to make one too?
I was thinking, you'd smell so good that that candle would actually work with the ball toner and the ball deodorant.
So it would just smell like-
delicious.
yeah.
You'd smell great.
It does smell great.
It smells manly, smells sleek, smells I don't know. I can't clean.
It smells
I can't
clean.
describe
Rich
it.
mahogany.
It smells futuristic to me, and I don't understand why. But
Your balls from the
like
future?
metal?
you need to
Do
smell
Do you
my
want
balls.
your balls to be from the future?
Smells like metal.
Do you want your balls from the future? Go to manscaped.com. Get yourself
Oh,
one of
God.
those.
Not too
those
far in the
sets that
future.
come
They'll
with
like
the-
hang and fall into the toilet when you're sitting down.
toner.
Disco light show.
Not
we
that
got
far
a
in the
percent
future.
off when you click it, so check it out. Thank you to them for supporting our show, and let's support them by clicking that link and checking it out and see if it's for you. Let's. Also, new studio here. There is this growing pains, so I'm
Yeah.
already hearing a little bit of echoing compared to our last one. That's because we don't yet have our acoustic panels.
Not the right lights.
We received them. We just got them in those boxes over there. We're gonna put them up by hopefully next time, and then we're also waiting on some theater curtains to close this big open space. And we're a little too yellow in the lights up here. We need to go from 3K to 4K. But other than that, I think by the end of September we'll be all situated here. But we moved into it. Let's do it now, and hopefully it's acceptable at this moment. So you guys let us know in the comments. And so we're here. Let's get back on track. Let's get to the news.
Bad news.
Oh,
Of course.
All right,
it's always bad news in gaming, Joe.
one of the.
Can you put some good news? Is there any good news?
But where's the juice?
We did get the
Where's
good news in
juice?
the last one. Any good news? Bad news. All right, let's go. Here we go. Bad news.
It's fun. Some of it's funny.
Okay.
But it's all bad.
do it.
All right. One of my favorite games that we played this year, and then
Fuck! Okay, I'm just anticipating.
getting ready, is Vampire the Masquerade. So OJ had never played it before.
Yep.
It's a game that I love playing,
Yep.
and it's delayed.
One of the best. Oh, fuck!
The Adventures
You hear
of
the
Sir
echo?
Goof.
Fuck! Oops, that's peaking. Sorry
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
real. That's real
Sorry,
high.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry. The highly anticipated sequel to the cult hit Vampire the Masquerade is getting pushed back to 2021.
Oh,
So it's not just sort of pushed back; it's really
all of the
pushed.
games. Halo, Bloodlines. Oh, JG.
What makes this one particularly bad is the game was originally set to launch in March of this year.
Yeah,
So it's now going to be almost an entire year late. And
Year
so
delay.
I have been waiting for this game for a long, long time. I didn't
You
even
can
know.
wait some
I can
more.
wait a little more if you're getting it right. Now, You have to get it right.
Or if there's some serious problems and they're like, shit, we're going to need a year to fix this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The game was a buggy, horrible mess when it
was
came
so
out,
good, though.
and it was even after we patched the bugs, OJ found some more that we had never seen. So I imagine we're going to find even more bugs,
guy's
but they were
amazing.
charming bugs.
Bug tester right here.
Stealth.
Guys, I got my own news story. I'll do after you go.
Oh, that's it.
Okay. Our own news story is the Aliens game is still coming. Let's see. The developer, they posted on Twitter, Cold Iron Studios, after a period of silence, we can let you in on what's going on. The Alien Shooters is still going strong, so we're so excited to be joining the Daybreak Games team. Now, Daybreak Games, recently acquired Cold Iron Studios, and they just basically said, we're still working on that Aliens game. I was like, wait, what? New Aliens game? Get me in on this early, fast, hard. Anything you need. Advice, knowledge, feedback, Joe's advanced bug testing abilities, right? Because you guys have broken games
Every
in ways,
game we played.
in ways you can't break games. And I don't want this next Aliens game to be a broken mess as the last Aliens Colonial Marines. And I said, let us know. And believe it or not, they replied. I think they sent me an email, and they were like, yeah, that's cool. When we get to a point that we can get some more feedback from people, we'll definitely let
Very
y'all know.
nice.
So let's get Joe up in there, and let's make this Aliens game not a disaster.
I'm really excited because I love the Aliens franchise, but I also love the Predator franchise, and we played Predator.
Oh, my God.
And so I hope
Predator.
that they love the franchise as much as I do, and that their vision makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
And
I hope
please-
they're developing within their means is what
Oh,
I
for
need to
sure.
do. Because
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
love the franchise and still make a shitty game. You know, that was on the Superman Xbox 360 game. I read interviews. I was pouring through. I was like, please don't let this be a Superman 64 situation. And it says, we love the license. I have so many Superman comics. There's pictures, and he showed all the but he made a bad game because that Superman one on the Xbox was a bad one too. So
Too much pressure.
you just got to develop within your means and, have a good, solid concept.
Yes. Please.
Please.
Be good.
And just let us know, me and Joe, we will try to do our best to, improve that game or give them good advice. Now, don't put it on us if it fails. And just realizing put my
Yeah.
Oh,
Put your
crap.
stamp on it.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to. I'll tell you what I told him to do.
Yeah. No, what had happened?
They didn't
was-
listen.
All right, the next story is a story of failure, ongoing, perpetual failure. Red Dead Online. Bug-filled, messed, lots of issues.
Never got into it,
It's probably a good thing. So there is a recent patch meant to fix some of the issues with the most recent update, has instead completely destabilized the game. So the issues are vast. It's hilarious. We've got a bunch of videos playing above right now. The most ridiculous things. There's a lack of characters and animals populating into the game. Completely empty servers. Sometimes horses show up. Sometimes don't. Sometimes they're flying. Sometimes they sink into the ground. It is like the invisible horse bug is really funny because it just shows like their characters like speeding through the world. There are horses that phase in and out of reality, horses that are on fire, horses that run in place, and more.
Holy shit. I want to play now.
That sounds amazing. I don't know.
Yeah, there's of course
Makes me want to play it.
Yeah.
There's some people who keep finding piles of dead horses. Like that was from like an old patch, and someone said they found it again in this patch. And then perhaps the funniest
What are
issue.
they doing? They're going to one place and committing suicide.
They're just like they
Finally.
show and they fall down everywhere. But that was from an old patch too. But they're like, no, this is happening again. And they're saying the weirdest issue is there's a sudden appearance of a bald man that just shows up in somebody's game, and he doesn't
Not
look
playing
like
it.
any other character that they've ever
That
seen in the
freaked me the
game.
fuck out.
It's just like he blinks in for a second, and
He's
we've got a
staring
bunch.
at you.
We have a bunch of pictures of him. He just shows up randomly into the game. Sometimes he seems like a real person. Sometimes he seems like a translucent ghost. Nobody can explain it. It is the silliest thing because this is a
I'm out.
patch to fix the other patch, and it just completely broke everything else.
seems about right,
So
though.
it's fun to poke fun at them because
And they make so much money too. Rockstar and them, they make a lot of money off of the microtransactions and the shark cards and the gold.
the
and
literal
stuff.
casino that's in their other game,
Yeah.
like they've got the money to fix this.
And so it's just weird when this stuff happens.
Yeah.
You think they don't have like a public test server or something that they could test this stuff before pushing it out live, but I guess not.
No, I just don't think they care enough because the people who are playing the game have been putting up with bugs since the very beginning, issues all the way through. This one is just a big enough screw up that's fun to poke at them. One of the biggest stories this week is actually an ongoing story. It's Epic and Apple and Google
Big
and
one
the
here.
clash of the Titans, right?
Yep.
So last week and even the week before, Tim Sweeney was tweeting out against Apple. And we're like, oh, he's just kind of sticking up for these small developers. And it's just kind of interesting that, he's doing it. But, we were like, yeah, props on you for like sticking up for people that it turns out he wasn't sticking up for anybody other than himself because
building up something.
Yeah, it was revealed that, Fortnite was completely removed from the Apple store, the App Store, because it put in a way for customers to buy V-Bucks directly.
Yeah,
with
cutting out Apple.
So what happens is
Give me my money. Give me my money, Epic.
no.
Give me my money.
Shit.
You know what? Go get. So they actually kicked a multi-million billion-dollar franchise off their fucking store. That's crazy.
Now the way this all works is if you have an app on the Apple Store, any money that goes into that app, Apple just says give me 30%, which is a huge chunk of change. Now what Epic did is said, tell you what, you instead of giving me $10 and I only get to keep $7, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you bypass them and you just give me $8 and I get to keep 8 instead of 7, and all we did was cut out Apple entirely, and Apple didn't
not
like
on
that.
my watch.
And so Apple cut them out. And so Google did the exact same thing later on, a couple days later, because they did the same thing on the Google Play Store. Google also takes 30%, and they're like,
Do they really take 30%? They don't take lower than Apple?
I had to look it up. I mean, it just says Google takes 30% of all of the in-app transactions. Yeah. So they bypassed both systems. Both giant companies just said, get off of my platform. And so now Epic is suing both of them.
Wow.
And so Epic is a huge company, right?
Yeah.
One of the largest game companies out there, massively successful with Unreal Engine, the storefront, and Fortnite. But they're still this big. Like Apple is huge. And actually that's something that in their court case they talk about, saying like this is a $2 trillion company that is treating other small companies this way. They're treating us this way. Mm-hmm. And they've got a legal leg to stand on. I don't think they're going to win just because of the size and, Apple can control their own storefront. But I think they do have a legal leg to stand on. A lot of analysts have said that, this is going to be interesting to see the way it plays out. And it's going to be very important the way that it plays out, because the implications if Epic wins is huge, but realistically all of them are like, there's no chance. Now, the ongoing part of the story is Apple then today or yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, had started deleting some of the developer tools or removing some of the developers' tools from Epic. But Epic does other things on there other than Fortnite, right? There's like Unreal games, there's other engine games, and saying, no. Not only is Fortnite off, but we're taking away access to all of these developer tools that you have to patch and do all these other things. And Epic's like, this will do irreparable harm, and that's important phrasing, legal phrasing as far as, give me money later on to do these things. So this is a really, really big situation that is just starting, and we probably won't hear about it for a long time because it's probably going to be a lengthy legal process.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, this could be potentially really big. So it's something that even if you're not super interested in how some of the big platforms interface with each other, this is important stuff.
We'll keep an eye out on
What do you
that.
think, Joe?
It's going to be an uphill battle, but I think Epic is going to come out on top.
What do you think, Alex?
I would have to do significantly more research, but I do want Epic to kind of win in this situation. I think that a default 30% for everything that goes through the platform is wrong. And Tim Sweeney put out a lot of things in there saying
But it's their platform.
Agreed. They get to
You're
kind of
going to
determine
dictate the prices on my own platform?
I think that they should be able to charge for things that are sold directly on the platform, but in-app purchases after the fact, where I've kind of bypassed your storefront. It's like me taking something home from your store and me interfacing with the product and be like, by the way.
No, what you're doing is you're setting up a store in my fucking store.
Well, for the app?
Yeah. If you're on, you walked into my storefront and
Yes.
you set up shop and you have a separate side business in there that all the money goes to you and it doesn't go to the original store that you walked into. You set up a store within my store.
Sort of.
That's kind of what it is. I don't have a horse in this race. I'm kind of on Jim Sterling's side where it's like these are multi-million dollar, billion-dollar corporations. I could care less who the fuck wins. It's like I don't. And then what's really fucked up is Epic trying to recruit gamers to go after Apple and stuff.
Oh, they need to sway
behalf,
public opinion for sure. Yes.
Because and the really crazy thing where they had that Apple video, that Fortnite Apple parody of that famous Apple commercial already ready. There's no fucking way that they made that they made that in like a day.
Well, they've known about this for weeks. They knew that they were going to do this.
It was a strategy, and that's probably the legal angle Apple's going to bring up too. That you already predetermined or had malicious intentions to do this kind of stuff, and it's going to be a crazy legal battle. But in terms of what I know, I agree with Alex. Apple takes a lot. Google takes a lot. Epic comes in here and says, I want to take less, I want to take less. So if you're a developer or you're a gamer, who do you think would give you better prices? Sometimes Epic, but we've seen that Epic too doesn't really care sometimes when it comes to their bottom line.
They have a lot of practices that are anti-consumer.
Yeah, so it's like I said, let these guys fight it out. Let them use their own money and their own things to fight it out instead of recruiting gamers to go and fight for them. But obviously that comes by default because if you're a Fortnite gamer, how dare you take away my Fortnite on mobile? I want to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can access it in a huge variety of other places. It's not the way it works. And I think that there is a dangerous set of people choosing sides and creating equivalencies that I don't think are truly accurate. Like you brought up it's like you're setting up a storefront within my storefront. It's like, yeah, kind of, but it's also like I bought a game in Target that has microtransactions, and any of the money I spend on microtransactions in that game don't go back to Target just because I bought it at Target or Target.com. And so it is dangerous to kind of choose sides because like they need to. One of the first things you have to do is set legal definitions of like, this is how this works. This is what is in the contract, and that's ultimately what people are going to have to determine. And a lot of lawyers.
But that is how it works. Yes, you can play a multi-platform. You said that's not how it works. You can play a multi-platform, but there is going to be a segment of the audience that's where they play.
They only have.
And they can't play it there anymore, so they're pissed and they're going to send emails and they're going to be recruited by Epic in order to take on Apple and Google. But this is going to be one of the bigger legal battles.
This is going to be a
lot of money behind each side, and we are fascinated. Not necessarily taking a side, if forced to, maybe leaning a little more towards the people that take less money.
Yes.
Well, now Epic's not going to be able to fix their storefront.
Like they're going to be concentrated all on the Epic game.
It's like they got to spend money. It's like, sorry guys, we can't.
We're drained.
Exactly.
Apple, it's Apple's fault. Google,
see?
what do you want us to do?
Now they're going to shift blame.
Yeah.
How dare you give them the idea? It's like if you couldn't fix it when you had $1 billion, stop it. All right. Speaking of anti-consumer bullshit, Control. Remember that game? We all liked it. Control was pretty cool.
Liked it.
And so Control had a season pass, and they had some DLC. Some of it is just recently coming out. And then they just announced that we're getting an Ultimate Edition that bundles every update and a bit of downloadable content. Now, if you've already bought the original game and you bought the season pass and all the other things, you already had all that stuff. But what this thing does is gives you a free upgrade into the next console generation. But if you'd already bought all the stuff before, and
Ultimate Edition comes with the free upgrade.
You're a fan of ours? You bought everything? Fuck you.
Fuck you, guy. Yeah.
Hey, you're not a fan of ours and you want to wait until everything gets bundled together and undercut everything and get it cheaper than these guys got it for? Hey, you deserve a free gift. Wait, what?
That's fucked up. Come on. How are you going to do that to your fans?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
But I've been with you the entire time.
Excuse me?
That's your fault.
Yeah. You dumb.
Oh, fuck you, Control. That's fucked up.
Fix it.
Even
give
EA.
them a free upgrade too. Seriously, if you owned a season pass, then you should get that free upgrade
for sure.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm curious to see is Remedy has listened to their fans before about certain things with the game. They're very active on Reddit, on the subreddit. They're active on Twitter.
This might have to do a little more with their publisher.
I think it may, but I'm hoping that they're like, look, if you did buy the season pass before this certain date, maybe we'll do that. Yeah. I mean, they've got to sell their thing, and I understand that from from a business perspective. But come on, this is super shitty. This is so far over the line that it's just like there's no reason for any of it.
Honestly, if you do it like this, trust me, if you do it like this, where it's like if you come to us and say you want the upgrade, we'll give it to you. If do it like that, where they have to actually send an email or fill in a form or something like that, I guarantee you it's not going to cost you as much as you think it's going to cost you from the business standpoint of that. Not everybody's going to fucking redeem it, but the people that wanted it and the people that deserve it are going to get it, and they'll get it for free, and they'll be happy, and everything will be all right.
Damn, great
Just
idea
do it
right
like
there.
that.
Do
If you
it.
don't do it like that, then fuck your Ultimate Edition. And maybe in the future they won't buy your next game or your next season pass. So consider that, because gamers, you might think, oh, they're going to buy it anyway. No, not if we can get organized. Not if people bring attention.
You
to
don't want to be worse than EA, Ubisoft, and even Bethesda, which are like, we're going to give you free upgrade paths.
upgrades.
Now, EA is shittier about it, but even there, there's still free upgrade paths. And so this was dumb. This is the end cap on the bad news that I had. Do you guys want to have some good news you want to talk about? Anything?
We got a new studio. Hey.
Still need to fix it though.
Yeah, still need to do some works there. But hey, it's still good. Still
it's
good.
good.
The upstairs one is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fix that. Except for the camera, he broke it.
Yeah. Good.
Guys,
Gaming.
balls. Let's talk about your balls. Now,
Getting nitty gritty. Yeah.
the tree stands taller when the bushes next to it are trimmed a little bit better.
Pickles.
Yeah. So think about getting yourself a Manscaped a kit. The Perfect Package is still available. The Lawnmower 3.0. We've got the Weed Whacker for those pesky nose hairs, ear
briefs are
hairs.
amazing.
I am wearing them right now, and I can tell you, I'm not going to get too graphic, but they're real nice.
So you're getting a hug 24/7, right?
Yeah.
Very nice.
So treat yourself. Your balls will thank
Treat your
you.
balls. Let Alex hug your balls 24/7. Let Alex facilitate your balls being hugged 24/7.
Yeah.
Click the links below. They support the Angry Joe Show. We support them. We actually use their products, and we like it. It's good. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. This was number 2 of 2. Go
Just
watch
2.
the first one.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
Bye, guys.